What's up, my YouTube people? Thanks for coming back to see just what I do today. Hope you're having a great day today. As you can see, we are over here by the truck once again. Now, we think we have for sure know what's wrong with it this time. Bob came over and we went through everything. He had all the wires under the dash pulled out, the alarm, everything. We went through everything. We checked the fuel pump again, make sure it was actually working because we don't hear it when you turn the key. We checked spark, we checked fuses, we checked all kinds of stuff, trying to rule stuff out again. And this time, once we, pulled it off and opened it, we figured out pretty much for sure what's wrong with it. Well, I'll show you. Let me open the hood, move some stuff, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, as you can see, we seriously opened her up. That is the valve case we took the top off of. And far as he could tell, he knows a little bit more about that than I do. That these lobes here, the pointy things are called apparently lobes. They're not matching up. So, as the piston comes up, one pushes down, suck, blow, suck, blow, suck, blow, to help with the firing of the spark plugs when the gas comes from the fuel injectors right here, and it goes in here, runs across the spark plug, which creates spark, which makes your engine turn over and move and all that stuff. This isn't a how-to, this is just what I do. If you want to learn all that stuff, just go look it up. Anyways, yeah, the lobes aren't lining up like they're supposed to be. See, there's a pointy thing right there. That's a lobe. They're not lining up when they're supposed to be. The sequencing is off. Which means timing belt. So yeah, a timing belt. And I am going to attempt it myself. Yikes. It's a job and a half for me, by myself. I have to remove the power steering. Well, not remove, but move. Take it off from the main housing. Pin it over here. And, not sure about the ABS monitor. May have just learned to work around it. I've worked in smaller spaces trying to put the freaking camshaft position sensor in, so yeah. So it's a job and a half. Gotta move that over there somehow out of the way. And then I have to take it's part of down there, and part of up here next to the engine, or the valve case box. So, yeah, it's a job and a half. And then you gotta I'm gonna put a new water pump in, which is behind the alternator here. So I'm gonna put that in. I've got a new timing belt. I've got new gaskets for the crankcase, wrong thing again. Valve case box. I've got a new gasket for that. I've got the gooey kind and the rubber kind to put on there to make sure there's no leaks. That was one good thing, is there was no oil leaks from the valve case cover. So, that's the top half. One of the main things I have to do is bump start off the pulley again, or the bolt to the pulley. Make sure I jack stand the engine really good, because I am going to have to remove that tire, because this is going to be a job and a half, and with not very much room to do it in at all. And then, as you can see, the wrench is still on it. I never moved it. I gotta make sure everything lines up to spec. Certain notches on the pulley have to line up to 0, and same with the top side. There's a notch, or there's a hole that has to line up with a notch on the top side before you go putting your belt on, just to make sure your timing is correct. Now this is just half of what you're seeing. The other half I have to get to is way, where's my finger? There it is. Way up there against the valve case box. So once again, I have to get that pulley off, which means I may have to go rent another pulley puller from O'Reilly's. O'Reilly's only, never AutoZone. AutoZone sucks. So I am going to attempt that. Once I get all that put back in, then come back to the top, put that back in. I have to gasket glue up the valve case box, and then put all the grommets back in for the spark plugs, and then re-put back in the spark plugs, and then put back in the spark plug wires. That's those there. Put the tubing back in that goes there, and the tubing that goes in right there, and then I have to go on the inside and put back in the seat. I still haven't done that because we needed more room under the dash, because he had all the wires under the dash and under the steering wheel column down, trying to check it. I still have to bolt in the computer because I was so frustrated that I just said screw it and walked away. And then I have to put on the center console back in. I'll probably do that before I put back in the seat. But there's a heck of a lot to do. Not a lot of time to do it, but at least there's warmer weather, so I can attempt this without freezing or breaking my fingers. So that's what I need to do to hopefully get her started again. Now if she doesn't start, then I will have to drag her to an auto shop, and who knows how much that's going to cost me. The kit that I got for the valve case and the timing belt only cost me 47 bucks. I got it off of Amazon. Everybody else wanted 60 to 119. And I found it on Amazon. Had everything I needed. Yes, it's not a name brand, but at this point, whatever makes it fire. So, that is the deal with the truck. The next shot I'll show you is hopefully her turning over. Hopefully. Because I'm not going to film pretty much any of pulling everything, putting everything back. There's no need to show that, I don't think anyways. Oh, and I have to put back on the throttle body housing too. That's the throttle body housing right there. I just realized that was off. Anyways, so probably the next shot will be of her hopefully firing, and we can all cheer about it. So, that's the next step. That's what I'm doing. Here's hoping that this is what the problem is. Okay. Hopefully in the next clip, you'll see her running. Cross your fingers, cross your eyes, cross your toes, cross anything that's possible. Here we go. Let's do this massive project. Okay guys, we are back over here at the truck once again. The weather is finally cooperating for me to be able to work on the truck. The past couple weeks, every time I wanted to work on the truck, it was nasty, icky, cold crap out. And I can't exactly work on the truck if it's raining, especially with that open, because oil and water just does not mix. Now I have no idea what's in that intro. I'll find out in editing. But I made that long time ago, about a week or 2 or 3 and maybe a month ago, I don't know. But anyways, again we are trying to replace the timing belt because her firing is off. Said that a long time ago when this first happened, but what the hell do I know? But anyways, to get to the timing belt, I had to remove a whole shullabaloo worth of stuff. I had to move the alternator. That's the power steering reservoir. It's being pulled out of the way by a bungee. Now around here on the other side, now she is still jacked up, so I have to stand on a step stool just to do anything. And I'm probably gonna have to remove that tire again, jack it up some more, and remove that tire just to be able to get to it easier, because there is not a lot of room to do anything. That right there is the timing belt. This belt right here is the timing belt. You can see how cracked and worn looking it is, and how easily it moves. See how easy it moves? Now that is supposed to be a tight belt, not flapping around. So that tells me that it has skipped timing. Now the other thing is, down below I already have that in spec timing. By spec timing I mean specific timing to where it's at a certain notch on the pulley and on the wall. But anyways, up here, let's see if I can find it. There. If you can see in the mirror, if I can hold the mirror right, you might be able to see. Hold on a sec. Okay, you see in the mirror, I'll zoom in a little bit and get my hand to stop shaking. You see that dot, that, hole, that is supposed to be on the top. So up here towards the top of the pulley. And it's obviously not. So, pull my mirror back out. Had to go buy a mirror just to be able to do this. So, I have to remove, get down off my stool there. Remove, I know you can't probably see it. I have no idea what you can see. There is a tensioner spring down there. I have to remove it, loosen up on the tensioner pulley, which is about there, I think. Can't really tell on the screen. But anyways, remove the spring, loosen up the tensioner pulley, pull the belt off. Hopefully I remember how it went on. But before that, I have to remove the water pump, which I believe is right there. Now here's the kicker. I gotta remove the water pump without getting coolant everywhere. Because coolant will eat through things if you don't rinse it off in time. So, that is the deal with that. I'm gonna try and do as much as I can today. Today's Friday. And I'm gonna try again tomorrow. I'm busy Sunday. I'm busy Monday. So we'll see how far along I get. I'm hoping I can at least get to the point to where she might be able to turn over. If I do get to that point, I'll bring y'all back and share that moment with you when she finally fires. Because this truck stopped on February 21st. No, February 17th, yeah. The 17th. Which was a crappy day for me to begin with. I won't explain why. It's the whole thing. Memories and whatnot. But anyways, that's how long she's been down, is since February 17th. So I've been trying my damnedest this whole time to get her back up and running. Now that I finally know what potentially is wrong, I'm gonna try really hard to get it done today. I don't think I'll get it all done today because this is my first time ever doing this. All I am doing is going by a book. I don't have the internet here to look up stuff, so I'm literally doing it by a book. And my dad helps me once in a while, but the teeny tiny tight spaces, he can't really do much because his hands are huge. So, I'm going to stop talking to you, get busy, try and do this, see how far I get. Hopefully, I can get pretty far today and tomorrow, and she can actually run. I think I might cry if she actually starts running. But anyways, stop talking and get to work. There is the old water pump, as you can see on it. I don't know if you can tell. It does say Toyota on it. It is a manufacturer part because this has never been changed before. But there's the new one, all nice and shiny, bolted into place. So that part's done. Go up top. You can see the pump, that super shiny thing right there. That's the pump, that's the new pump. So I finally got that in. Now all I have to do is move the top pulley to proper specific timing, which you saw that hole before. There should be a hole on, or a notch on the wall here, against the wall. So they'll line up. Normally when you spin them, they usually realign themselves. Not always. And then when I get that done, I'll show you what the valves are supposed to look like in proper timing, just in case you're curious. But let me show you the timing belt. So this is the old timing belt. You see all the cracks? I don't know if the camera's picking all that up, but all the little cracks in there. And then, this is how I know for sure that this is the problem this time. Missing teeth. You see that? There's no teeth in this section. And then over here in another section, there's a big chunk missing out of the belt. And a bunch of missing teeth. Can you see? These would be the teeth, these little thingies right here. You see there's none right here. That's what tells me that this was definitely the timing belt. So that's the old belt. This is what a new belt should look like. That's a new belt. See how nice and rigid it is? And it's got all of its teeth, and it's actually, when you size them up, a little shorter, which tells me that this old belt is definitely on its last legs. It was being stretched out, which made it skip timing and have trouble starting, and with cooling, it just threw everything off. So, now that I finally got the water pump done, and of course it made a mess with the coolant. You see all that mess? All that mess under there and running off that way. Mess with the coolant. So we're going to have to watch it with the animals because the animals think it's something sweet and tasty and it will actually kill them. But we did catch most of it. My dad helped me, so thank you to my dad. He held the pan as I dropped the pump. Well, not dropped the pump, but released the pump. Because all the coolant, excuse me, all the coolant that was in the engine came running out, not in the reservoir in the engine. But anyways, so I gotta wash my shoes so I don't track it into the house. That's all I need is the pups to be licking the floor and get sick. So I gotta take my shoes off before I go in the house. And my gloves are starting to fall apart. This hand's so taped up. My gloves started to fall apart, so I started putting tape on it. But anyways, what's left now is I have to, as I said before, move that pulley up there to proper timing. That one right there. There we go. Put the new belt back on. Fix the tensioner pulley to where there's the right tension on the belt. I gotta remember how to weave it all between the different things. Fun. But anyways, put those back on, fix the timing. I'll show you the valve case, put the valve case back together, put the alternator back, put the power steering back, put the battery in, and the battery housing, because apparently I took that out too, I just realized that. And then hopefully she'll turn over. Cross your fingers, cross your butt, cross your eyes, whatever. I really hope she turns over with this. I think she will, considering how bad the belt was. So I'm going to get as much as I can done now, because I'm losing light. So probably end up finishing this tomorrow, which is Saturday. Try and get it all finished tomorrow. Hopefully. Have to pick up some more gloves so my hands don't end up black, because it takes forever to come off my hands. But anyways, I'm going to stop talking, try and fix this timing, and we'll see you tomorrow to finish this project. Check this out before I show you something. He calls it a work of art. It's a nice car and everything. Don't get me wrong, that was a really nice car. I'm partial to the older ones. It's just, I hate that he raped it so much and made it sit so low to the ground, but his car, not mine. So, it's the following day, this is Saturday, and I wanted to show you something really quick. You see that white mark in the mirror I made? That is where that hole in the side of the pulley right there needs to line up to. I marked it with some white paint. Hopefully I can see it through the hole. I don't know. But I need to get that to line up with that. And then the top pulley will have proper timing. Now when I do that, I'll show you what the valve case looks like with proper timing. So I need to get that hole lined up with that white mark. So here we go. I don't know how well you can see through that hole right there, but hopefully you can tell by the little flash of white through that hole that I have it lined up in the proper spot. Now, that's the whole reason why I painted it white, because if I didn't, I couldn't see where the heck I was putting it. But yeah, as you see through the hole, I hopefully got the top valve in the right spot now. Now, I also marked up above on the wall. I know you can't see it that well, it got kind of blurry. But unfortunately, that's as good as it's gonna get. Hold on a sec. Let's see, where'd it go? There. See there's a whole bunch of white right there? Anyways, so that way if I ever open the case again, I can completely see right away that the timing is off. So, this is what... Hold on. This is what the proper timing in a valve case looks like. Yeah. The first one, the lobes are up, while these lobes are down. It's kind of what it's supposed to be, because you can see the piston underneath. I don't know how well you can see it, but the piston underneath the lobe is up to where the next one's down. Now that's why she wouldn't fire, is everything was off. The spark was off, the timing was off, everything was off. So now I'm going to put the belt on, put this valve case back together, put the alternator back, move the power steering reservoir out of the way, because I want to leave the cases off of the timing belt covers, or the covers off the timing belt for now, because if it's off a tooth, then I can adjust it. She'll start rough, ride rough, and if I leave the cover off for a couple minutes and see how she runs, then I can adjust it either direction, top or bottom timing. Anyways, so I'm going to get doing that. I'll bring you back when I go to start her, and you can see if I did it right, or if she still won't start. So, I'm going to get busy putting her back together, and putting on a belt. Okay, I think I'm actually ready to turn the key. I'm super nervous now. I got the valve case back together, all the spark plugs back down. It tightened down See, it doesn't move. I got the throttle back on, the hose is reconnected, the alternator back where it's supposed to be. Yes, the power steering's still off because I need to check the belt to make sure it's got proper timing to see if she's running rough. I can adjust it still. The battery back in and the battery housing. The only thing I don't have connected is the alternator belt, which goes to the bottom pulley. I don't think I need that, but we'll give it a go without it. If I do need it, I guess I'll stop and put the other pulley back on and put everything else on. But for now, let's see if she starts. I don't know if you can see that or not, but she's been sitting here for over 2 months not running, and she's got cobwebs. See it? In here. That's kind of funny. Alright, give me a minute and we'll try and start it. Okay, I am super nervous that I did something wrong. Never done this before, this is my first time. See, girls can work on cars too, it's not just a guy thing. Trucks, this is categorized as a truck. So okay, 3, 2, 1. Same thing she was doing before. Hey guys, sorry about the lighting, but check this out. She started! Yeah, check it out! She is actually running! I finally did it, thanks to the help of Bob. My friend Bob came over and helped us out. Now there's just one frickin' problem. You can't see it, the lighting's crappy right now, but trust me, she's on. She's running. I took her around the block. There's just one really crappy, horrible part. My new water pump is leaking. Now, the really super crappy part about that is to get to the water pump to put a better gasket on it, or fix the gasket, or whatever the heck's wrong with it. I have to take off everything I just put on the truck, including the timing belt. So, besides that, she is running. I did it. Finally, she's been sitting here for over 2 months. So yeah, she's running. I'm gonna go shut her off real quick. We'll talk to you in the truck. So yeah, she's actually running. It starts like she's supposed to. She runs a little hot right now because of the pump, but she is actually running. Everything's lit up like it's supposed to be. See? But I did it. She's running. Now I just need to fix the water pump problem. It's always something anymore. Just as everything's going good, something craps out. But anyways, I have to take apart everything I just put on to get to the water pump. Hopefully it's a gasket problem and not just a water pump problem, because then that means I gotta go buy a new water pump. I'm trying to see if Bob is busy tomorrow. Today is Thursday. I've got Thursday night dinner in the oven. I didn't film that because I was busy with the truck. It's a pizza pasta bake. If you'd like to see how that's made, let me know, and the next time I make it, I'll make a video on it. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to see me make the pizza pasta bake. But anyways, I'm going to see if Bob is busy tomorrow or Saturday. Maybe he can come out and help me take everything off, check the pump, and put everything back on the right way to make sure that she'll restart. But for now, I'm super excited, so freaking happy. She runs. I'm going to take her over to my aunt's house tonight. Carefully, because she is pissing her coolant everywhere because the pump is leaking. But She's running. She's on. Yay. Now I just have to get tags. She's been sitting there, like I said, for over 2 months trying to get this to fix. Between timing, weather, and dogs. I had a dog problem. Finally had the time to fix it. Everything cooperated just to find out that the water pump is leaking. But anyways, it's fixable. I'll see if Bob's free tomorrow or Saturday, as I said before. But anyways, I'm super excited. The beast is alive. Round of applause. I actually did it. Took replacing a friggin' lot of parts to come up with its timing, but whatever. Doesn't matter now. She's working. So I'm going to stop rambling and end this video. Hopefully in the next video I'll give you an update. Maybe it'll be the chainsaw video. Depends on weather. But anyways, I'll give you an update on how things went. So, thanks for watching Just What I Do. I fixed the truck, finally. Please subscribe. Whack that like button if you liked this video. Or the thumbs down button if you didn't like this video. I don't care. Just whack one of them, please. Whack the like button. Thumbs up button, whatever you want to call it. Please subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you get notified every time I post. I post twice a week. I know this is a really crappy shot. You're not seeing much. But anyways, thanks for watching Just What I Do today. Please subscribe. Whack that like button. Leave a comment down below. Whether you liked it or not. I don't care. I like comments anyways. So I post twice a week, as I was saying before. I'm all over the place. I'm excited. It's alive. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time on Just What I Do. Yay!